Check, 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 check. guard from Felton, Delaware, number 5, Reagan Robinson. Sophomore forward from Newark, New Jersey, number 10, Ariel Walker. And sophomore forward from Hereford Grace, Maryland, number 11, Azariah Whiting. The Knights are coached by Ryan Pagoo, assisted by Arthur Fitzgerald, Richard Colby, and Adam Sankler. Ladies and gentlemen, here at CCBC Essex, we invite the student athlete. We ask that you please report the use of profanity and all spectators to make modification of the team.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the castle here at CCBC Essex. Aaron Thomas in the broadcast booth, excited to bring you all the action. Thank you very much to our MC Mario running down the starting lineups for today's contest. Little pre-game snack for all the football fans out there joining us on what is normally an NFL Sunday. Lots of Ravens jerseys around town. But we are inside on the hardwood as it's more women's basketball here at the castle. CCBC Essex Knights women's basketball team 5-1 on the year, 2-1 at home. And they are going up against the Westmoreland County Community College Wolfpack. Wolfpack are 0-3 on the year and looking to play spoiler on the Knights here, but the castle, a tough place to play in, tough place to grab a win in, especially if it's the first one of the season you're looking for. Contest going to be underway here in a moment as the two teams lined up. Walker with the tip here for the Knights. And we are underway with the Wolfpack grabbing the first possession of the game, and that is an early Shacked in a Fool moment as the Wolfpack grab the first possession, but quickly turn it over as that is over and back. Backcourt violation. Here's the first look at offense for the Knights, and they missed their first one, but grab the rebound and get going on number 2. That's 3 points for number 3, Ortiz. Melissa Ortiz on the right side of the offensive rebound there as she hits the open jumper. Wolfpack trying to get those 3 points right back, and they do. Riley Holmes, that's Madison Marachank. 3 points. Ortiz trying to make it 2 in a row, and she does. It's a hot start for the freshman from Newmarket, Maryland. Wolfpack turning it over on the press. Played by the Knights, full court press, forcing an early turnover. And the Knights look to continue their run. Robinson, 9 in a row to start. Nay. How about Ortiz? Oh, nice move from the hot shooter, finding the open player on the dribble drive. Knights get 3 looks at the cup, miss all 3. Wolfpack get the stop, and now pass through the press. To the cup for 2 on the other end. No, the bank's closed as Walker. Good closeout defense. Robinson, her second attempt from down or from behind the line is good. It's a hot start offensively here for the Knights. 9 points in the game, all of them from downtown. 2 threes for Ortiz, now 1 for Robinson. And it's nothing but threes. Ortiz trying to make it 9. That one off the front of the rim. Walker pulls down the miss. Robinson. That one's long. Ortiz grabs the miss. Boykin this time. And it's another 0 for 3 trip, at least a start. And grab another offensive rebound. Robinson going to the cup this time, and that's an invite to the block party sent out by the Wolfpack. Got a piece of the Robinson layup. I think that was Number 23, Olivia Amer. All in all, finally 2 points at the end of it. Long look at offense there for the Knights, and their run continues to start the first quarter, and we see a nice display of sportsmanship between the two teams. Everybody banging bodies, falling onto the floor, and everybody helping each other up. Timeout taken on the floor, 11-3, 7 minutes and 55 seconds left in this first quarter. Different face on the sideline here today for the Knights, as that's usually assistant coach Arthur Fitzhugh doing the head coaching duty today, as Coach DeVoe serves his last game of a 2-game suspension. Contact with a referee the last time the Knights were here at the Castle. That's what they're saying. Ortiz drives on the baseline as the action resumes here at the Castle. Another miss from downtown, and that is a foul on Azare Whiting, going for the offensive rebound. Knights playing their second game in a row here this weekend. On the road yesterday, getting a win. It was a jam-packed sports day here at the Castle, or around the Castle, I should say. No one was here at home, but women's basketball on the road for their game, and then the men's soccer team playing in the national championship NJCAA men's soccer finals. Tremendous trip for Coach Fiedler's squad as they went all the way to the finals. Didn't get the result that they wanted, but what a tremendous year for them. As we see the inbounds play, Robinson, the open three. Again, that one no good. As the offense gone cold here over the last minute or two. Wolfpack passing through the press, long three. That's good. Another one from downtown for Madison Marinchak. Walker for three, misses. Wolfpack looking for a little bit of a run here. Passing it around the three-point line. Not a lot of movement away from the ball. Now driving towards the cup, and Robinson gets the 50-50 ball. Got trailers, and she takes it herself. Walker puts back the miss. Boykin and Walker running the floor with Robinson. And the first basket for the Knights in a couple minutes. 13-6. Good job passing the ball through the press. Another three. Oh my goodness, that's 3 in a row to start for number 4. Madison Marinchak, freshman guard from Lion-Gare Valley. Walker for 3, long. Boykin pulls down the miss as the Knights are dominating the offensive glass. Ortiz answers with another 3 of her own. 30-second timeout taken by the Knights. We will keep it right here as we have 2 players with 3 three-pointers already here in this game. Those 9 points for the Wolfpack, crucial as it's keeping them in the game right now. They're only 9 points so far. Alyssa Ortiz driving the bus offensively, getting a little bit of help from the teammates as the Knights grab the early 5-point lead, or excuse me, wow, my math is always terrible. That's a 7-point lead, excuse me. Oh, goodness. Math, never my strong suit. As my dad used to say growing up, I was told there be no math. Well, there always is. Action back on the court here in a moment. Knights took the timeout. The Wolfpack will have the ball as the action resumes. Great job passing through the press again, but Whiting there. Close off the drive for a moment. Stumbling, fumbling, and now going the other way as the Knights. Boykin, and one. No, she missed it off the glass. Fighting through the contact, getting the trip to the line. As the Knights going defense to offense with some urgency, being led by Mayana Boykin, a sophomore guard from Baltimore, Maryland. Boykin was out Goucher College previously before transferring here to CCBC Essex to play under Coach DeVoe and his squad. Boykin trying to get the steal on the inbounds play there. Passing out of the double team, long three, no good. Boykin running the break again. Robinson for three. That's 9 from downtown for Robinson as well. Whiting picks it off. Finds the shooter. Good eyes there, and that's an offensive foul. Kendra Lee Ramirez taking her first shot there. Boykin does get a piece of that one, but cannot secure it. Possession stays right here with the Wolfpack. Substitutions checking into the game for the Knights. Mackenzie Green, freshman forward, big spark plug off the bench. Last time we saw the Knights here at the Castle, immediately more of the same here today on Sunday. Getting the interception. Nelson pulling down the miss. Ramirez finds her in the corner. Great look, could not hit. And it's 0 for 2. This one should be a little easier after the turnover. Indeed it is, 23-9. Wolfpack needs some help getting this ball over the line, running out of time. And they cannot walk the tightrope as Green tries to get the pick once again. Possession does go with the Knights. As Green got a piece of it, but before it went out of bounds, it was last touched by a Wolfpack player. So here go the Knights. Going to work again from downtown. That one is good. Mackenzie Nelson, freshman forward from Detroit, Michigan. At the midfield line, nice move, half court, right into the O-zone. As the press is strong and the lead continues to get bigger. Offense had gone cold there for a few minutes. Now it's warming up again, and oh my, oh so close. One of those days, though. Wolfpack finally got that ball through the press. Got a look at the cup. This one, a better look, though. Here's footsteps, and off the bank for 2. And that's off of a Wolfpack player as the Knights trying to go quickly into the offensive zone. Westmoreland running the floor defensively, getting back just in time. Now they'll have a chance to set up in the half court. Knights will set up here in the half court as well. Ramirez for 3. That's good. 20-point lead now for the Knights as Ramirez hits her first from downtown. Everyone getting in on the three-point party. Ramirez looking to make it 5 in a row as she gets the steal and an easy 2 on the other end. Passing it through the press, driving towards the cup, and 3 seconds in the lane. The Knights back on the attack here offensively. Pump and go. Ramirez finds the open shooter, and it's another one from downtown. This one from Nadia Simpson. Ramirez had scored 5 in a row. That one, an apple. Doing a little bit of everything. Got a steal there sandwiched in between that as well, of course. Kendra Lee Ramirez. Big spark plug off the bench. Freshman guard from Jersey City, New Jersey. Rolling that early momentum created from the hot shooting by Ortiz and Robinson. Ramirez rolling that momentum into the close of the quarter. Now she's the one with the hot hand. And will it continue? Not on that shot. Simpson looking for the putback. Baseline jumper. No good, but it's another offensive rebound for the Knights. And oh, that one, what a pass. Ramirez looking to go off the glass. Could not hit. Wolfpack trying to go the other way, but the Knights a little too close for comfort, says the referee. Hand in the cookie jar, foul committed. Only the 3rd team foul in the quarter by the Knights. They are doing a good job playing defense without fouling. As we see a turnover. Knights going the other way, and that's off the glass for 2. Leia Rodriguez. Referee's part of the play. Cross-court pass over into the other corner, now on the baseline, looking for someone. Ramirez knocks it away. Wolfpack, great effort play as they're the first on the floor, but it ends up being a jump ball and the possession arrow pointed in the other direction. When it rains, it pours. Even when they're making the effort plays, it's still going the other way. Ramirez, no good. Nelson pulls down the miss. Another one from downtown, no good. Ramirez pulls down the miss this time. Oh, the beginnings of a nice passing play, but a kick ball by the Wolfpack keeps it right here. Under 50 seconds to play in the first quarter. Coach Arthur calling out the play from the sideline on the inbound. 15 seconds. Oh, nice. Pump fake. Finds a better spot, but Ramirez gets the same result. Offense has gone cold here over the last 90 seconds or so. A welcome sight if you're a Wolfpack fan. Oh, nice move on the pass. Couldn't hit on the layup. Knights making it difficult, though, right there. Oh, what a pass! In the air, dropping it off to Ramirez. As the Knights quickly going the other way. And that's a travel, you say? All in all, back to the action on the court as the Wolfpack will hold for the final shot here. Knights had other ideas. Couldn't get the steal. At the foul line, no good. Now the Knights have a chance at the buzzer beater, Ramirez. And what a first quarter for her. She's got to be leading the way scoring-wise at this point as she came in off the bench and really blew this one open. 42-11 through the first quarter. 10 minutes left before we get to the halftime whistle. The Knights looking to grab their 6th victory of the year. Off to a great start. And we are back to the action on the floor. Westmoreland Wolfpack starting with possession here in the second quarter. Looking for a basket. Long three, and that's an invite to the block party sent out by the Knights. Westmoreland gets the offensive rebound. Got a second look at the rim, pretty close to it. Just couldn't get the result they were looking for, and that's a great fight for the rebound. All-out effort on both sides. Jump ball. No jump ball. Okay. Little confusion on where the foul was for a moment. Officially, that is a foul on Westmoreland. So the Knights with the inbounds play under their basket and a fresh shot clock to work with. Passing out of the double team. Ortiz. Missing the first attempt in the second. She started hot in the first. Only a matter of time before she heats up again, I'm sure. As the Wolfpack missed that three. Knights running. Now gunning in the corner with Ramirez. That one's no good as the Knights miss their first couple of the second. Oh, different result on that one. Easy money from Simpson. Ortiz closing out defensively nicely there, almost forcing the turnover. 15 on the shot clock. Wolfpack moving it around. Deep three. Oh, the bank's open. Late here on Sunday. Oh, what a job running the floor as Nelson just beats the other squad down the other side of the field. Mackenzie Nelson winning the hustle play there. Wolfpack winning the hustle play on the other end. Great roll of the hips. Going right to the cup for two. Wolfpack trying to make it a run now as they grab the miss. 47-16, 2 minutes into the second quarter, and Coach Arthur is going to the bench here in a moment. Starting lineup will be checking into the game here in a moment. Alyssa Ortiz, part of that starting lineup, already out there on the court as we see another move towards the cup by Olivia A. Moore, number 23, the forward for the Wolfpack, with a couple of nice moves on the low post. Looking to continue the run. Another one from downtown. The Wolfpack have caught fire here in the first 3 minutes. Kendra Lee trying to get those 3 points right back, and she does. What a shooting expedition between these two teams. Throw up the target. They'll knock them down. A hot start to the second. Will it continue? Not on that shot. Could not get the friendly roll. Ortiz. Oh, it's what you do with your eyes. Ortiz could not get the friendly roll on the baseline floater, but just looking the defender off beautifully with the nice little jab step and then drive to the baseline. The eyes, Chico, they never lie, but sometimes they do. Ortiz showing one way and going the other. What a move. I think she'd been working on that one in the offseason. Ortiz hits the first at the line. And the second. The Wolfpack looking to get going once again, finding the big down low, this time passing out of the low post, finding the open shooter, just couldn't hit. Azure Whiting running the floor, passing it beautifully off to Boykin. Man, Azure Whiting, so much fun to watch her play. She can go defense to offense in a blink of an eye. Grab a miss and run the floor with the best of them. As we see once again, passing up, finding the shooter. Oh, what a ball fake. Robinson on the other end of it, no good. That was the beginnings of a great play offensively. Just couldn't get the shot. One for the highlight reels until it wasn't. Finding the big again down low, and Walker says not this time. An invite to the block party sent out by Ariel Walker. Robinson splitting and having it taken away. What a hustle move by the Wolfpack. Running the floor, great. Getting back on the floor defensively. Hustle gets you mighty far in life. And it's got us watching a brand new ball game here in the second quarter. Now, of course, all in all, not making much ground up in the game, but certainly making for a much more entertaining contest. Wolfpack getting some stops, hitting some shots, hanging around here with the Knights in the second quarter. Again, turning and facing as they feed the big down low. That time, the Knights getting beat to the spot by the Wolfpack. Bigs down low for the Wolfpack, getting a lot of work here in quarter number 2, and they are shouldering the load 5 minutes into the second frame, and it is a much different ball game. The story still the same on the big board, though. 54-23 is our score. The Knights still in firm control, but Wolfpack showing some life. Robinson passing it off to Boykin, who passes it to Whiting, who finds Walker at the end of it. What a great passing display. 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 pass, 2 points at the end of it all. My goodness. That is one for the highlight reels, the whole team highlight reel. Azure Whiting, the sophomore, getting the apple at the end of it. Also, of course, she's working on getting herself maybe a scholarship to a 4-year school. This is her final year here at CCBC Essex. She is hoping that it ends with some hardware. And we are back to the action on the floor. Wolfpack took a full time out there. Long talk with the coaching staff. What do they talk about? What will they try and implement? Driving baseline, trying to find an open player, having a hard time finally doing so. Can they find an open shot? And no, they can't. Got the shot up at the buzzer, couldn't hit. Knights quickly going the other way. Robinson starting to heat up here in quarter number 2. Whiting poking it away. Walker the first on the floor as the Knights get the effort play. Now run the break. And Whiting thought Robinson was Stretch Armstrong there. A little too high. Mr. Fantastic would have brought that one down, but he would have stretched out the arm. Well, you know his game. Robinson, mighty fantastic, but she doesn't have the stretcho arms. Wolfpack going the other way. Doesn't matter how you get the stops, as long as you get the stops on the other end. And both teams getting some stops now, as the Knights quickly going the other way. Walker taking the underhanded pass. Couldn't hit on the layup, but Whiting, much different story. An easy 2 points and fighting through the contact. Chance for the 3 points the old-fashioned way. There it is. Easy work, says Azure Whiting. 62-24, just over 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Nice move, putting it between the legs and quickly going on the drive. That was a nice little crossover move. Space there for a moment, but the Knights quickly took that space away. Emma Tolposki with the beginnings of a nice drive there. Emma having a hard time finding a pass on the inbounds play. Tried to throw it off of a Knights player. Came up $1 short. The Knights, no such luck on the other end as they run the floor with ease and get the 2 points. Oh, Boykin, more of the same. Westmoreland walking the tightrope over there on the far sideline, at least for a moment. Robinson, another one on the break. This one could be a 3-point play as she's headed to the line for more. 68-24 now. And Coach Arthur sending the next group in. 4 will come and 1 more will wait at the scorer's table as Robinson has to shoot at the line. Ramirez, Rodriguez, Simpson, Nelson, and Green all check in. Big group substitution coming in off the bench for Coach Arthur. And oh, what a hustle play from both teams. It's a jump ball. Where's possession arrow pointed? I think it's in the direction of the Wolfpack. Oh, nay, says the referee. Both players getting down on the floor, trying to grab that biscuit. Neither one could rip it away from the other. Jump ball at the end of it all, and the Knights going back on the merry-go-round, looking for more offense. Moving it around the three-point line, now on the dribble drive. Finding the shooter, no good. Nelson, second effort, and what a block, and what a display of sportsmanship afterwards. Let's compete, but let's be friends. Finding the shooter again on the dribble drive, as Ramirez may be heating up now in the second quarter. Wolfpack on the drive, now passing out from the low post. Now driving on the baseline, up and under, just a quarter short. Oh, what a pass up the floor, and the bank's closed on Sunday. Wolfpack get into their offensive zone, but then pick up the dribble. Now passing it around, pump fake, driving on the baseline, and Nelson forcing the turnover, I believe that was. Ramirez pulls up on the jumper, no good. Final 70 seconds. Rodriguez, a little bit too close, a little too handsy, says the referee. Rodriguez, freshman guard from District Heights, very, very close to getting the steal at the half court there. My dad used to say close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. We are playing neither of those here today. It's basketball here at the Castle at CCBC Essex. We are playing Knights basketball up and down the court. Lots of open threes, lots of turnovers forced, and a whole mess of points in transition. Foundation for the way that this Knights team likes to play was set many years ago. Living up to it right here, as they have most of this season. 5-1 coming into this one as Rodriguez, oh, blocked from behind again. Nice display of sportsmanship. Got Riley Holmes, number 5, forward for Westmoreland, sending out invites to the block party and then helping them up like she's running for Congress. Oh, banks open from downtown. As Rodriguez says, I didn't want the 2, the 3, much better. And a walk. As the Knights will have a chance to look for the buzzer beater. Final shot of the first half will be theirs if they can find it. Simpson smartly letting it roll up. Oh, an offensive foul as Nelson, a little bit too handsy. Moving screen. Now it's 5 seconds for the Wolfpack to maybe find a buzzer beater. Smiles all around with the score being what it is, but what a comedy of errors there for the Knights. Ball rolls up the floor perfectly for them, but they couldn't get the shot. Instead, it's a shot on the other end, and it's over everything. And now it's still 1 second left in the quarter. Oh, they're going to say it's a Wolfpack ball. It was last touched by a Knights player, so that was officially an invite to the block party, but another look here for the Wolfpack. Catch and go. No good. Oh man, the longest 7 seconds you ever did see. But then again, it has been a long day, or at least the start of a long day in general for this Wolfpack team. Running into the buzzsaw in the first half, that is this CCBC Essex women's basketball team. 77-26 is our score right now on the big board. What will be our score when the clock hits zeros for the final time? The second half is 14 minutes away. Grab some popcorn and join us for the start of quarter number 3. Boykin to the line for 2 as the Wolfpack go to the substitution package once again. I'd imagine Coach Arthur going to be going to the bench unit at some point here soon in the third quarter. He's run with the starters through most of the third. Could be one group gets a full 5 minutes and then the other gets that second 5. 6 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third. Wolfpack taking over on the offensive side once again. Trying to pull it away on the crossover. Boykin right there. Do they call continuation? They do not. That is a foul before the shot, so it'll be an inbounds play. One referee wanted to give Boykin the shot. The other one who called the foul says, nay. Foul was not in the act of shooting, so here comes the inbounds play. Here comes another one from downtown for Alyssa Ortiz. The points match the jersey. Another one from downtown for Alyssa Ortiz. Freshman guard from Newmarket, Maryland by way of Oakdale High School. Was at USC Aiken before transferring here to play under Coach DeVoe. As Robinson runs the floor nicely and uses the square for 2. That's a hundo. 100-26. Knights for the second time this year getting to 100 points. At this rate, they could be closing in on the school record, which is around 140, I believe. And a travel. Took 2 steps before she put it on the ground. Tough move there as they got the position down low on the low post. The low post was working for the Wolfpack. Remember, they had a nice little run in the third quarter. Robinson for 3 on the step back, no good. As it's one and done offensively that time. And the Knights jump the passing lane. Boykin for 2. And there it is, a timeout on the floor. We're going to take one, too. It's a full timeout, and we are going to have a brand new group on the floor for the Knights, as it is a big group substitution checking into the game for Coach Arthur. Coach Arthur coaching this one today for Coach DeVoe, who's serving his final game of a 2-game suspension for an incident that was, well, completely blown out of proportion. We got your back, Coach DeVoe. And the girls on the court, well, they're handling the business. They can't wait till you're back on the sideline with them. Three-pointer on the inbounds play. No good. Knights pull down the miss, and foul called on the inbounds play. That is the 5th foul committed by the Wolfpack, so it'll be foul shots from here on out for the Knights. Rodriguez, excuse me, from downtown off the feed from Ramirez. Here's the steal. Kendra Lee from 3, no good. And that is a rebound for the Wolfpack. They'll slow things down just a little bit. Long 3 attempt, no good. Knights cannot secure the biscuit. Inbounds play here for the Wolfpack. Long pass goes their way. They're working in the half court. 3-pointer, no good, and this time the Knights will just let it go out of play. Three-pointer, no good. Knights pulling down the miss. Passing out. Now passing it around as Ramirez drives. Misses the floater, but chases her own miss. Third effort, no good. It's another offensive rebound, though, for the Knights. And Rodriguez gets the final shot of that possession. No baskets there for the Knights. Couple of quality looks, just couldn't find the end. Or the bottom, I should say. Here comes the end of the run. Taking it the distance after the steal, coast to coast. Mackenzie Green, freshman from Kenwood High School, transferred here from Neosha Community College. Green jumps the passing lane again, looking for 2 more. Couldn't get it. Good, hard defense there. Altering the shot, but not committing the foul, and then the Knights running into the scorer's table at the end of it all. Possession for the Wolfpack at the end of it all. Passing out of the double team nicely, getting the jumper on the shoulder, but just couldn't hit. It's a good passing display. How about an even better one on the other end, as that's a hit to the head. And a trip to the line for Rodriguez, as that was the beginnings of a nice move for her. As the Knights were passing that ball very well. Rodriguez in the corner, little quick jab step, drive to the baseline. Had the right idea, trying to make one more pass to find the shooter who was behind the line for 3. Wide open. Trip to the line for her efforts, though, at the end of it all for Alea Rodriguez. Two minutes and 47 seconds left in this third quarter. Rodriguez looking at a second here. And that one goes down. Coach Arthur pushing everyone back. Drive to the baseline, got a piece of it, but also got a piece of the shooter as well, says the referee. And that's a trip to the line for the Wolfpack. Good on the first one. And on a day where offense has been tough to come by, always nice to get at least a couple free ones at the line. We knew the Wolfpack were in for a tough game here. 0-3 record coming into the Castle, looking for their first win. Well, the CCBC Essex Knights team, that's a tough team to get your first win against. The Knights Knights, no joke here this season, off to a 5-1 start and 2 minutes and some change away from improving their record to 6-1 on the year, as Simpson jumps the passing lane and swats that one away. Only 8 seconds on the shot clock here, so gotta go here for the Wolfpack. Here's the inbounds play. Getting it in just in time. Looking for some space, passing out. Oh, nice move. Couldn't hit on the jumper. A couple of nice passes, though, for the Wolfpack. There's just one pass for the Knights and 2 points at the end of it all. As once again, the effort on display for Essex, running the floor, rewarding the big at the end of it. Forwards, they run the floor hard, whether it's getting into the offensive zone or defensive zone. The hustle. The Knights understand the value of it here once again. This time it's Nadia Simpson running the floor and getting the 2 points. Final 70 seconds of the third quarter, that is. These two teams, one last 10-minute period. And that's a good one from downtown. You could not wipe that smile off her face with a crowbar. Rodriguez, oh, nice move and a pocket pass at the end of it. That is one for the highlight reels. Alea Rodriguez. That's going to end up on the desk of a college coach at a four-year school. Alea Rodriguez with the crossover and then the pocket pass for the apple. And Ramirez sends out an invite to the block party at the end of it all. Oh, it's not the end of it all. It will be another possession here for the Wolfpack, maybe their final of the third quarter. Cross-court pass. Green getting a piece of it. Here's another inbounds play for the Wolfpack. 8 seconds on the shot clock now. Turning, driving towards the baseline, and the foul is against the Knights. A little too close that time, says the referee. And now the Wolfpack can hold for the final shot, as that will give them a fresh possession. And with just 19 seconds left, the shot clock now turned off. 3 on the inbounds. No good. Knights looking for the buzzer beater now. Down low. Good position on the post. Couldn't hit. Nelson with the putback, though. That's 115, and that's the final shot of the third quarter. 115 to 31. The Knights 10 minutes away from their 6th victory of the year. to the action on the court. The fourth and final frame has started, and we are seeing the starters in this game for probably the final time. They got the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. Maybe they'll get the first 5 minutes of the fourth. As Robinson missed the first shot, running the break on the second, could not hit. Took a hard fall at the end of it all. And it's a couple of misses to start the fourth quarter for the Knights. Good, strong drive to the cup for the Wolfpack as they split the defense but couldn't hit. Ortiz fakes the three, splits the defense on the other end as she was looking for the layup attempt. It never came. Wolfpack got a piece of the ball carrier. Foul committed. It'll be an inbounds play for the Knights. Wolfpack got into the bonus pretty early there in the third quarter. It was foul shots and a whole mess of them for the Knights in the third. Azare Whiting with the catch and the floater. That's a nice move from the forward. Good inbounds play set up for Coach Arthur. 117-31 now. Knights looking to be aggressive. Long three, that one's good. It has been a tremendous shooting day from number 4, Madison Maranchak. Whiting puts it on the floor, passes it out to Robinson, and that is 3 points for the Knights. Another apple for the sophomore, Azare Whiting. She will make some good passes, and she will make some simple passes. All in all, she will rack up the assists. Oh, this time she takes it the distance herself. I think the defense was expecting the pass from Whiting, and that opened up the driving lane. When you're willing to share the rock, things open up for you offensively, as we saw right there. Azare Whiting. A passing clinic so far here today, but a driving lane for her that time. Couldn't get the 3 points at the line, and instead it is another trip here for the Wolfpack into their offensive zone. Can they do something with it here, as it's 122-34. The Knights getting close to the school record here in points now. 147 is the school record. Check that officially in between the third and fourth quarter. Alyssa Ortiz. Oh my, what a day for her. What a shame that we don't have the live stats working for today's game, as Ortiz probably getting closer and closer to working on a 30-piece now. She had more than a few threes in the first half and answered with more than a few in the second as well. Walker down low for 2. Have to check the official stat card that's being held and kept at the scorer's table. We don't have any live stats working on the broadcast here today, but of course we are keeping score on the floor. So we'll have to look over those numbers at the end of the game, and if you're interested in those numbers, I'm sure they will be posted on the CCBC Essex Athletics website by the end of the day. That website, your home for, oh, what a move. Whiting dribbling out of a tough spot. Now the crossover, coast to coast, blowing the layup though. Oh my. Coach Arthur shaking his head after all that. 3-pointer for the Wolfpack as they're feeling it now. Robinson driving baseline. The bank still open on Sunday, but just for the Knights it appears. I was saying about the CCBC Essex Athletics website, that is your home for all your information. Not only women's basketball, but everything Essex Athletics. talked about how the men's soccer season came to a close yesterday with that bitter defeat in the NJCAA National Championship. Coach Fiedler's squad going the distance, unable to bring home the big trophy at the end of it, but it's a banner year once again for the men's soccer program. Maybe not the banner that they wanted to hang, but man, one that they should absolutely be proud of. So many lessons, so many things accomplished over the season, and so many memories for those young men to take on with them wherever they go after their time here at CCBC Essex is up. And I'm sure some of them will be moving on to four-year schools at the end of it, but some of them will probably be coming back here for one more crack at it with Coach Fiedler. Oh my, what a move from Whiting. Ortiz, another three. It's good. Alyssa Ortiz having herself a day. The 3 for hire for Coach DeVoe's squad. So many guns, or so many bullets in the gun today. Really, so many guns on display, though, really, for this night's team, as everybody flashing the offense, everybody getting it done. 136-39. Does look like the Knights will be setting their school record for points if they can keep it up at this pace. They've got 5 minutes to score 12 points, and the record is theirs. Ortiz for 3. Another one. Alyssa Ortiz has caught fire here today in the 4th. Everybody loving what they're seeing on the sideline. Ortiz trying to go defense to offense on the steal attempt. Coming up a quarter short, and there's the steal at the end of it all. Ortiz does get the 2 points. And that will probably be her final 2 points of the day, as the big group substitution going to be checking in at the next break. Though Ortiz may be staying in as Coach Arthur pulls one of those players away from that substitution package. And you hear the moans and groans from the Knights faithful. Ortiz was the one with the trigger there. All good things must come to an end as Ortiz's perfect streak from downtown finally closes in the 4th. But she will stay in the game. Coach Arthur giving her a chance to go for the 40-piece. Robinson now has the Knights 4 points away, or excuse me, 5 points away from tying the school record. Three-pointer on the other side for the Wolfpack, no good. Simpson pulled down the miss. Ramirez finds Ortiz for another one. It's good. Alyssa Ortiz could be working on the school record for three-pointers at the end of this one. I know that record is held by Kendall Haggerty, the former 3 for hire, the K-gun as we used to call her. Ortiz wants the 3. The Wolfpack take it away that time. Nelson finds Ortiz. Who else? My goodness, what a day for number 3. We got the stats team working on the record now. There it is, officially the school record. And we are working on one more record now. The Knights have just broken the record for most points in a game with 149, and Alyssa Ortiz has 11 threes. The record book is 12. She needs 1 more to tie and 2 to break. That record was set back in 2013. Actually, just looking over the official stats, the record is 12 and 13, so she needs 2 more to tie the top record and 1 more to tie the second record. Got a little bit ahead of myself in the excitement, so she is officially 2 threes behind the record right now. But all in all, what an amazing day for Alyssa Ortiz, 11 threes. What an amazing day for this Knights team, 149 points. Rodriguez trying to give it right back to Ortiz, but smothering defense from the Wolfpack right now. Great half-court set. And all in all, Ramirez says, I'll take the easy two if you're going to give it to me. Knights trying to force the ball over to Ortiz, but Wolfpack saying anybody else but you. 3 on the other end. No good. Ortiz pulls down the miss, and Rodriguez can't save it. Trying to throw it behind the back. Two minutes and 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What a day at the office. What a weekend here for this Knights team. Ortiz pull up 3. No good. This place was ready to explode. Ortiz pokes it away. Looking for her. Finding her. Step back. No good. As the bottle finally run out. 3 on the other end. It's good for the Wolfpack. It's a 3-point party here at the Castle. Ramirez wants to get in on it. That looks fun. .154 now is the total for the Knights. Nice move. Now driving baseline, and that's an offensive foul. Put $1 in the charge jar. As Green puts her nose right there in the middle of the action. Comes up a little worse for wear. Rodriguez drives. Finds Simpson in the corner for 3. And the 3-point party continues. It doesn't matter who's shooting them. They're knocking them down. Alyssa Ortiz is able to get a few more. It looks like that 3-point record will live to see another day. Kendall Haggerty. A little sigh of relief wherever she is. As Rodriguez drives the floor and hits for 2. Another one for the Knights. 159 now total in the game. Is that the last? Wolfpack holding for a little while here. They can't hold for the final shot as the shot clock and game clock separated by about 8 seconds, but and there Coach Arthur says enough is enough. We have seen the final points in this one. The final score is 159-42. The Knights improving to 6-1 on the year and handing the Westmoreland Wolfpack their 4th loss of the year. This Knights team gonna take a long break after one more game here in the month of November. It is a long 5-game road trip for the Knights. The next time you'll be able to see them live here at the Castle will be December 13th. The next game on the schedule for them, well, it's a rivalry matchup. The rivalry renewed with Harford Community College, the Fighting Owls and the Knights doing battle at Harford Community College November 25th on Tuesday. Well, Aaron Thomas, final time today, saying good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving, and I hope you guys can join us here when we come back in December.